Yo. Before we get the show started, listen. I just want to take some time out to take a moment to reflect on the George Floyd situation that happened last spring. Now, I don't know the exact day, I don't know the exact count that it's been since we heard information about George Floyd's case. But what I want to do and what I want to say is that I have been informed that there has been a George Floyd law that has been passed. Stay tuned to the newest episode of the DLS, the Day Late Show. Let's get it. Yo, you know what time it is. You're locked and loaded to the hottest podcast on the airways with two of the flyers DJs. I go by E2 Smooth.
And it's your girl OG Penny. What's poppin'? You guys know it is Lovely Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
And what do we do today? Okay, St. Patrick's Day. I hope you guys wear your green because it was pinching at you, okay?
No cap.
Not for real.
But listen, before we get the show started, let's just do a quick little debrief. Penny, how your week been so far?
My week was great, actually. I've had a very productive week, y'all. I've been working out. Look, don't hear my line when I start getting thick, okay? When I get the bushing, y'all better act like y'all but. You know, they talking to my top cute on Instagram. You know, welcome to the Playhouse, baby. Official said, unreleased, all that.
All right,
anyways,
so what's your highest for
my
the week?
highest for the week, as in what I want to do, a goal.
Like, what was good for you this week?
Oh, what was good for me this week?
Yeah.
What was good for me this week is I stepped out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
I've been doing 2-a-day workouts, y'all. I never thought I'd be the one to be in the gym in the morning and after work.
2?
2!
Oh, you
Not
did.
1, but 2.
Oh, you done took it back to high school.
2.
Hey, but I ain't gonna
Okay.
lie, that's what, you know what I'm saying? You was in good.
I'm trying to tell you, our mental health and our physical health, y'all. We gotta work on it. 2021, we ain't have none of that, okay?
Yeah.
It's a whole new year, new journey.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a new month. It's almost April. So you know, it's popping.
All right, what's your lows for the week?
My lowest for the week was me. I need to get a planner. I need to be more organized. I feel like I kind of have a lot going on, so I'm always on top of stuff. But it would help if I wrote it out and kind of planned it out a little better. I think that would most definitely give me ahead of the curve.
Okay.
What about yourself?
For me, the highest for this week, man, I got some good news about graduation, so I can't be,
Ooh.
too
Graduation
mad
is
about it,
loading.
you know
We
what
love
I'm
the
saying?
black graduates. We love to see it, okay?
So that was a good high for me this week. Low, man, bro, I found out somebody hit my car, man.
Brand new car. New
brand
whip, no keys.
Brand new one. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't too
You got
bad.
insurance?
You know, top of the line.
Wait, liability or not?
I'm like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there. Nah, it's fine.
I'm like a good neighbor. But nah, yeah, man, somebody, slide straight my car a little bit, knocked a little paint off. I
Okay.
could have got mad.
Right.
But, I've been meditating. Say, don't let the little small stuff sweat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna pray for him and keep it moving.
We're gonna keep it moving.
But with that being said, Penny, what's on today's show agenda?
So for today, y'all already know, the Day Late Show, we don't have no sorry topics. We always have topics that are top quality, top notch, all that. Whether you see them on Instagram, Twitter, we're going to talk about it, okay? Because we love to discuss things. We're not going to be biased. We like to have open discussions and make sure everybody can get their voice and opinion heard. So, with that being said, our first topic that we're going to pop off today is the George Floyd Act. I don't know about y'all, but I am so excited. Like, I seen that while I was at the gym, actually. And I was like, oh my gosh, we have a George Floyd Act.
Yeah.
And that's the first time in my 21 years of living that I've seen an act being implemented due to the fact that from police brutality. And I'm very happy as an African-American woman and as a minority just to see a slight change, because that's a big step.
It is.
And I'm not sure if people know, but just to enlighten y'all on what the George Floyd Act is, the George Floyd Act of 2021 is first ever bold, comprehensive approach to hold police accountable and end racial profiling and change the culture of law. So, the way they're going to implement this law, basically, now, although it should have been like this, now a lot of police officers, they have banned the chokehold. So, with that being said, how George Floyd died was by being, choked to death. So I guess that's a relief for a lot of people to know that they're slowly but surely making certain steps and changes to bring our society to how it should be.
Right. I mean, when I seen this topic, when you sent it to me this morning, honestly, I really thought, and I was gonna text you back and tell you like, bro, I don't really know too much about this to even speak on, but I'm gonna just go off of what I know. The situation itself is crazy. We've been living in a world where it's not. I can't say that we haven't seen this before because we have. Last episode,
history repeats itself, as they always say.
Last episode, I remember I gave a shout out to Kawan Charles. His parents. I said that he was the new age imitator.
Most definitely.
A lot of people bashed me for that. A lot of people said, "How could you say that?" But if you would have seen the pictures that I seen, then you would have understood the reason of why I said what I said.
And honestly, a lot of people don't even know who Emmett Till is. I asked my little brother if they knew who they were. They don't even teach a lot of black history anymore.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, when I heard about the law being passed, I felt good because, like you say, I felt like we have took, the right step in the right direction as far as unity within our community. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, it was a part of me too that felt like, why? Why would you put a law in place, but you still ain't convicted the man
who has
killed him? You know what I'm saying? And then you sit back, and then they just said that George Floyd wasn't killed by the knee bend in his neck, but he was killed
by a chokehold.
No, because he had marijuana in his system. It's on Google.
Wait a minute.
It's on Google. Like you see what I'm saying? So my question to you is, I know you said that you feel good, because we're making the right stuff in the right direction.
Right.
I agree with you with that. But do you feel like it's a backstory behind it on why all of a sudden you push this?
Most definitely.
But you haven't.
I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying?
Hate to say it, but OG Penny gotta put it out there. We already know. Yeah. They like to feed us bull crap in order to continue to do what they want to do.
Right.
So with that being said, I firmly believe that I was hoping, because I didn't know that, I was hoping that this would be a step closer to, them trying to actually convict his, killers and things in that nature.
We don't call him what he is.
Right, killer. But instead, it's like they are trying to protect him, and they're trying to use this law, this act, as a substitute. So basically, it's like a give and take type of thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all have this act, but we still gonna keep him. You know what I mean?
Right,
it's one of them type of things. And I talk all day about it, but we ain't gonna get into that, cause shame on y'all, cause I was about to give y'all some props.
Man, I just like I say, I respect the fact that they put the law in place because we need it, and we need to hold these police officers, these police officers accountable for their actions. I feel that, but it's still a big question mark to me. That's still like, you want to pass this law first, but you won't get the killer. You know what I'm saying? That actually murdered this man, that took him away from his family. You won't get him, but you would rather pass the law.
Act.
You know what I'm saying?
But you got to think about it as well. If they implement certain things and make it look as if they're really trying to make a change, then they can have what they're trying to do, and they also can shut us up for the time being. Because that's all that's going to be. It's like, okay, well, we got the act, but I don't know if you've seen, they said they took off like some jurors that was on his case due to something too, just because his family got paid off. So I don't know. It's a lot of behind the scenes type of things, but we all know how politics work. Behind the scenes, they're gonna do some grimy stuff just to use us as puppets. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I feel like that's mostly how the political world works. All they do is they try to connect with our music, do stuff like that. The artists that they try to get to make us vote for them, etc. I feel like all of that is a game plan just to kind of keep us brainwashed in a way and make us feel as if we're getting our way, but really we're not.
And that's what I feel. And I feel like, it was all just a hoax. I feel like it was something just to, like you say, keep us quiet, keep us off their backs for the time being. But to my people, man, I'm telling you, don't be quiet. Stand up.
Still stand up.
Talking,
don't let that shut y'all up, because at the end of the day, baby, we're going to keep talking and bumping our guns.
Because that's really what they want. They want us to be like, okay, we're going to give them this. Basically, we'll give a dog a bone. You know what I'm saying? But this dog is tired. We tired of it. You know what I'm saying? We want it all. So we coming for it. But with that being said, man, again, to the George Floyd family, blessings to you guys. We are happy that, his name won't go in vain, or his legacy won't go in vain. So
I'm at least happy that he has something like that, and for his kids to at least have that relief a little bit, something in place for their father's death. But
really, the thing is, You know what? I'm not gonna say that.
Right, look, we're gonna get
I'm not
to
gonna
the
say
next topic.
that. We're gonna get to it.
But to connect that with our next topic, since we are talking about politics and the way this world works against minorities, not just black folks, but Hispanics and other type of other races, gentrification. Gentrification.
Oh, don't do it.
Just in case you guys don't know what gentrification is, it is the process by where the character of a poor urban area is changed by the wealthier people moving in, improving housing, and attracting new businesses, and typically displaying current inhabitants in the process. So, basically, long story short, if y'all from Dallas, Triple D, let's say West Dallas, East Dallas,
South Dallas.
South Dallas, not South Dallas yet, but
it's coming.
East Dallas and West Dallas to be exact. What have you guys noticed is different in these neighborhoods? Me personally, growing up around the corner from Pinkston High School in West Dallas, where my granny house is, I'm telling y'all, I used to go across the street to that little park every day. I used to go to the school around the corner that didn't have AC. They done knocked the school down.
Yeah.
The park gone. It's the MLB Baseball League Academy now.
Yeah.
Okay, boom. That was first step. Pinkston, I'm not sure if you guys know, but I believe they're working on that school. I don't even know if it's still open. It might be, but
I think it is.
from what I think they're trying to open up something bigger or better though.
Okay.
Like, you know, but
Something
basically, yeah, something new. So basically what they're doing is they're breaking down all of these houses and these neighborhoods in the hood, and they're building more on top of them. Like my granny used to have, it was a Fiesta around the corner from her house in West Dallas. It's not there anymore. They're taking away certain stores from us, and they're implementing their own stores. And this is taking away not only food from us, you know, our resources, it's taking away our homes.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people can't afford to stay in a $1,500 one-bedroom, two-bedroom apartment. You know, just to be honest, a lot of people still are fending for themselves. A lot of people still make, $9 an hour? We don't know what people parents make, truth be told.
That's true.
So to imagine somebody that's probably older standing in these areas and neighborhoods too, witnessing all this change so instantly, so suddenly, it's kind of scary because it's like, dang, how do they know if they're even going to be able to make it out of that neighborhood?
Right,
you know what I mean? With them trying to change this neighborhood and everything around, like.
So you know, I had to go do my research.
Of course,
you know, I had to go do my research.
As you should.
And you said East Dallas, you said West Dallas. But when I did the research, I went back and I seen that they actually been working on South Dallas since
parts of South Dallas.
But
closer
you know
to
which
Fair
ones?
Park.
Yeah.
That's what I was just gonna say. It ain't the dirt South.
See, but and it was so crazy because when I seen that, I was like, dang. So they really trying to, but they really is, and it's that mindset of the rich keep getting richer.
And the poor keep getting poor.
You know
and that's what's making me so upset because, not trying to be funny, but I've noticed something in this generation this year from COVID during quarantine, and I applaud all the minorities, whether you black, white, Hispanic, whatever.
Yeah.
If you're doing your thing, that made a side hustle, did what you have to do, that's something that we all basically have to have nowadays.
Yeah.
I know so many people who work 2 jobs just so they can keep their bills paid.
Man.
Like, that's the new norm. 2 jobs. Remember when Rochelle? Everybody has. I don't need this. My man got 2 jobs.
2 jobs ain't even enough.
That's not even enough now.
It's not even.
If
enough.
anything, 2 jobs is supposed to just get you more than what you wanted. But now 2 jobs can only get you barely enough to feed you and your family and get your bills paid. You know what I mean?
And I think
so. It's to the point where we're having to have side hustles and do this and that just to keep that money and that income coming in. You know?
And then you got to think about it. If you trying I'm all for building the city.
Most definitely. We don't want it to be the hood forever, you know?
Don't take it wrong. I'm all for building the city. All for that.
But you can
100%.
help those people instead of just kicking them out their house.
Instead of just moving them out.
Yeah.
Or if you can't make a move, what you do? The rent go up, you know what I'm saying? Light bill already.
They do little things.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, especially on this show, we always preaching. If you have a job, work your 9 to 5. Learn what it is that you need to learn from that 9 to 5, but also have your hustle. You see what I'm saying? Have your hustle. Now again, like I say, it's so crazy to me. But I'm not gonna lie, I seen it last year around the time that they had the hockey event at the Cotton Bowl. You see what I'm saying? Then this year, Grambling and Purview game was always work
slightly different.
at the Cotton Bowl. What did they move it to? Arlington. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just
when has that ever been in Arlington?
I'm just sitting here saying, like,
Stadium? Where?
We gotta pay attention.
Huh?
We gotta pay. And maybe,
it's like they trying to keep us. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I'm here for it, but I'm not. You know what I mean? Because it's always the way, like how they say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. You know, how you move. You don't have to move in such a negative way. You don't have to move and just put the people out on the street. Like, you can do something different, but at the same time, I guess in their mind and their view and their perception, it's probably like, well, they're not gonna pay this, they're not gonna do that. But like I said, I'd rather you give me that notice and let me make that decision instead of you just coming in. Hey,
it's time for you to pack up and move out.
New Jack on the block. Yeah. You gotta go.
Yeah,
it's shit. You know what I mean?
Like, and it's weird because it's like you really taking away a lot of people's childhood. You see what I'm saying? Like
that's what I'm saying. Like when I seen Fiesta was gone, I said.
Living in them type of areas, like with me growing up in the Grove,
yeah.
Southeast Dallas, you see what I'm saying? Like it's certain things in the Grove that I can remember growing up being like, man, that right there is gonna be there forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as you start getting older and things are starting to plenish and gentrification things are starting to happen, it's like, dang, I can't even show my kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what
your pops
did.
Childhood is being
been gone. But at the same time, the way you doing the people. That's really like you telling us that you want us to vote, but it's really
what's crazy is you got to think about the young people. Like, what about their children? Like, they got to go to new schools, and that's the thing that's kind of messing my head up a little bit because it's like, how are they making this new system? I do work closer with kids now, and I kind of feel like they're not being taken as serious in school.
Man, shout out to the kids, man, over there at the Greenville
YMCA,
man. Shout out, y'all holy man, you know what I'm saying?
Mitch Penny said, "Wish pop."
Well, go ahead, Penny.
But yeah, you're fine. Basically. I work closer with kids now, so I actually get to see and experience on a first-hand type of thing how they're treated in school, how they act in school, and what they're learning, the type of things that they do.
Yeah.
And in my perspective, maybe it's just the district, but I feel as if they're not really taking school as serious no more. Man. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but
come on, now.
It's so crazy because, you know, I feel like they're just, it's so much put into these kids' faces so early. We weren't exposed to so much until we were like in middle school, high school. They're seeing all of this. They have Instagrams and iPhones with screens like TikTok. They be in gym. Busted. No, ma'am. You should not be busting nothing but a book open. Like, you know? So it's just like, I can't say that when we were young, we weren't listening to stuff like that. Of course, you hear it on the radio, but they have it in their hands, like iPads, tablets, Chromebooks. They're doing their homework from a screen. We did not have that. That's easier for them if they want to. Y'all ain't trying to y'all know we shoot Ruby. All they gotta do is close the laptop out. Like, it don't take nothing.
But I'm not gonna lie.
They basically in college and they're so young. Some little girl was talking about, I've been at home for a month because I didn't want to be at school. I just wanted to be online school.
I'm telling you.
Girl, you basically make your own schedule like me. A grown ass woman in college.
Man, they are growing up way
too fast. Way too fast. And it's like a good thing, but it could be a bad thing.
It's really the technology. The things are at their fingertip. And for us, it was easy because, you know, we had to go outside. You know, you might have your friends, you got to ride the bike all the way across town and do things like that. Nowadays, man, you ride through the city, you don't see no kids outside. Or if you see kids outside, I guarantee you 3 out of 5, if they out there, probably got a cell phone, a tablet, or something in their hand that's keeping them occupied. So you absolutely, and especially we talk about it all the time, it's crazy how these young kids nowadays, they have so much personality. If you ask me, they have more personality than the adults. You see what I'm saying? But it's just, I don't know, bro.
That's true, though. But I feel like if anything, that means the parents, listen closely, y'all. I don't care if you my age, younger. If you have a child, your life changes. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be funny. I do totally understand that parents, because I feel like from witnessing, being around these kids so much, you don't realize how much they are either put off by their own parents, or how much they go through really at home, which causes them to act the way that they act. And I feel like if we can't rely on these schools and teachers to do their job as far as implementing what they need to implement on the kids, y'all have to realize sending them to school is just like sending them to daycare. Sometimes the teacher's gonna do their job, sometimes they not. They just there to get paid. And don't get me wrong, I done had a few teachers say that when I was at Skyline. I can get paid today. I don't care. Y'all the ones messing up your own. And, you know, I got my education. I got my diploma degree. Exactly. And that lets you know they do not fully care. They're there because that is a job at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So I just say that to let these parents know, young or old, like, y'all still have to do y'all's job. Don't rely on the teachers to always fully implement something on the kids. Like, y'all really gotta just take that yourselves and discipline them. Show them, like, although we love Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, all of them, it's a time and a place. You know what I mean? Then you're young. You don't have to exactly take control. If you let these kids run over y'all, we in for a rude awakening, baby.
And then matter of fact, it's this one parent, bro, that really just, she really said some things to me, bro, that really just rubbed me the wrong way. Now, she had I think she had maybe 5 kids, if I'm not mistaken. And so, we tell her like, listen, your son, he's doing this. Not you know you're not supposed to be telling these people. But guess what? I don't work that no more, so I'm gonna tell them what it is. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you know what I'm saying? She got mad at us, the teachers, because she felt like we wasn't helping her son do his homework. But in reality, when you open up the folder, the teacher, his actual teacher, says that this is for the parent, not an associate teacher. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So how you get mad at us when you, the parent, you supposed to be teaching?
And that's what I mean. A lot of parents kind of let the learning and the shaping of their child only fully be in the hands of teachers. And although that is a teacher's job, of course it is. But at the same time, if your teacher telling your child to cuss, is you gonna want them to cuss?
Man, they can only teach them.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Exactly. 8 hours after day. Like, although that is enough for them to be learning, you can still implement certain things at home, whether it's discipline, the rules that they do, the rules that they follow. Like, implement something, because if y'all don't give these kids something to stand for, they're gonna fall for anything.
Man, they're gonna fall for anything. And then it's another thing too that really bugs me with today's parents too. And I can say I don't have kids, but what I do see, you see what I'm saying? Man, stop trying to be your child's best friend.
Man, and that's what I mean.
Stop
you can't be busting it with your baby on the side of you. No, you need to go home.
No, literally, like, because it's only. I'm telling you. The more my mama used to always tell me,
they're gonna try to be your friend.
I'm your mama,
not your
more
friend.
than your friend. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if I know a line that I can't cross, I'm not gonna cross it. Or even if I try to tiptoe that line, I know my mama don't play that, so I'm gonna get back. But nowadays, it's I don't want to make my child feel like this, or I don't want to put them. At the end of the day, that's a child.
I was just about to say that.
That's
you
a child.
think for you
and
your child,
you know what I'm saying?
But also some parents. I guess this is a tricky one, because some parents do have different mindsets, different disciplinary actions for their kids.
That's true.
And I know some people might be okay with having their child act like their best friend, but then you do have some who realize just too strict. Right. Like one young male at the Boys and Girls Club, he expressed to me, that's something that I learned dealing with kids. We have to take the time to hear them out. They have feelings and emotions just like us, y'all. Like, we can tell them to be quiet, stop crying all day, but they still have feelings. That comes from somewhere, you know? So you just have to take the time to make sure you discipline them the right way. If something's wrong with them, take the time just to ask them what's wrong. If you talk to them, you'll totally find out why they had an attitude all day. I talked to the little boy. He told me he was upset really because every time he go home, he got to go to bed about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. He like, by the time I leave here, I just take a shower and sleep. I'm bored. Like, you know? So I'm like, oh, you just want to play, you know? So every time I see him now, I'm like, okay, what movie did you watch last night? You know, just watch a fun movie every night before you go to sleep. Yeah. You know, you just got to give them some imagination. You know, you just got to be there for the child. Listen to them and think, how can I help, you know, my child or this child? You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of structure that's needed.
It really is.
For real.
Man. But at the end of the day, too, man, again, now I'm not trying to tell nobody
how to raise their child. We already know. If you want to whoop, you need to whoop. You don't want to whoop me, ain't got
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, man, be a parent more than
before
you try
than
to be
anything.
You see what I'm saying? Because if you let them walk an inch, they definitely gonna take a yard. Nah, fuck a mile. They gonna take a yard.
Nah, for real.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm again, from your boy Smooth.
And for their better being, it's better to be safe than sorry.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Protect the children.
Your children.
Your children. At all costs. You dig what I'm saying?
Protect the children.
But listen, so today, again, today is St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. Hope y'all, drinking responsibly, doing your thing correctly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We had a Lucky Pot giveaway today. And I actually think, shout out to my man, C Justice Productions.
C Justin
you know what I'm saying, man?
Productions.
Thank you for everything that you do, bro. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Man, we had a good time, and it was fun,
Most
too.
definitely.
It was fun. Except for that one girl. Hey, when I see you in the streets, it's really up there.
Hold on.
Man, she tried to run me down. She tried to run me down for a pair of pretty pennies Playhouse.
Is that crazy? Yeah, for the Playhouse.
Am I lying? She came up and she had the gun pointed to my head. Literally, the phone pointed to my head like she was gonna, you know what I'm saying? But listen, it was fun though. It turned out great. A lot of people, liked it. A lot of people actually, wanted to find out how could they be, involved in it. So we working on some things that's, gonna get taken care of. And like I say, man, I just thank y'all so much for, participating in it.
Most definitely, because this is our very first Lucky Pot of Gold giveaway, but it was a blast. Everybody participated. We seen y'all in the Student Center. We was on live with it. Yeah. And everybody that interacted, like we said, kudos to you and thank you. And very special shout out to my girl, Ashley. Hey, baby. I hope you love your Playhouse set. very first New Edition Playhouse set at that. Me and her the only two that got it. Yeah, Ashley, you cool. You part of the squad now. Pretty sweetheart, you know, gang.
So you holding out. That's what you doing.
I mean, now it's released.
Man, I tell you,
it's okay.
It's
okay. And also, you guys, the Playhouse has her very first pop-up shop this Sunday Fun Day.
Hey, talk about this.
I know, man. Look, Dallas. Sunday is where it's at. Sunday Fun Day. Y'all already know we be jumping off Deep Ellum. We be downtown with it. We be everywhere. I just want you guys to know I will be downtown off of Commerce Street. Not in Commerce, Texas, but off of Commerce Street in downtown Dallas this Sunday from 2 to 6 p.m. Y'all catch a girl there. I will have a table, all type of pretty ass lingerie for my ladies, for my thick, for my little petite babies. Y'all come shop, okay? I'm excited to meet you guys and show y'all what I have in store.
Most definitely. Hey man, if y'all can, y'all get out there real fast and support.
Hey,
man, support is free. You can't
support is free.
You don't have to pay for that. Retweet it, like, comment. You know, it is free. You ain't gotta ask too much for this. You know what I'm saying? But you know what time it is.
What time is it?
It's my favorite time of the show. It is time.
It's time
for a penny for your dollar. Get to him, penny.
Come to you guys live. A penny for your thoughts. Sponsored to you guys by the Day by Day Productions and CJ Productions, baby. Okay, just letting you guys know, here at the Day Late Show, we had a great week overall. Like we just said, shout out to Miss Ashley for winning her So Wavy Baby, teeing up with T. Shout out to Mr. Bartender himself. Don't forget to turn up with us next Thursday. Trap Thursdays, you hear me?
Actually, tomorrow.
Tomorrow too. Look, tomorrow and next Thursday.
Man,
every Thursday, you hear me? Trap.
But listen.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, what we're going to do is tomorrow at probably around 12, we're going to announce the winners for the 3 lucky gold winners that won the pot today. We got some surprises. I just announced one. You hear me say her name?
Like twice.
Listen, well, the other 2,
what
you know what I'm saying? If you listen, it don't matter, bro. It really don't matter. But we're going to list the other 2 of the 2 contestants that won.
Sorry, Ashley, that's bulleted, girl.
You know, and we got a surprise for them. I wouldn't tell them what the surprise is.
No, it's okay. They're going to tap in a day late, and they're going to be like, hold on, what was the surprise?
Just make sure that y'all tune in tomorrow on the Day Late page, or So Wavy apparel page, or even Pretty Penny's Playhouse page, and find the 2 contestants that won and see what they get. So with that, man, shout out to Hardest the Hoodies. They have new merch that's dropping.
New merch, new sales, all that.
Now, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to miss it. Shout out to Royalty Clothing. New merch, new sales, new everything out right now. Again, shout out to the Pretty Penny Playhouse. Shout out to the Sweetheart. Shout out to the Mix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Get
it right now.
I ain't even gonna say too much. We're gonna announce it tomorrow.
Okay. Hey man, I'm telling y'all, you never know.
You never know what we got in store, man. Hey, look, the Playhouse guys, so much we got to play in.
No cap. And last but not least, man, again, thank you to the man that puts it all together, C Justice Productions, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow him. Get at him, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, without you, man, the show wouldn't be nothing for real. But I appreciate you. And I can't forget to the homie himself, you know what I'm saying, that makes everything, put everything together that y'all see, man. Shout out to my boy Triple D Foster, you know what I'm saying, over there at Never Not Real Films. Make sure y'all follow, like, and subscribe on YouTube.
Okay.
Like I say, man, support is free. You can't miss it.
And as y'all can see, we don't mind supporting y'all. Artist of the week, all that. You know what I mean?
If you have an artist of the week that you ain't heard or you think that it's good, that you want to hear,
most definitely.
Man, make sure y'all
let us know. Send us the link.
Y'all ain't got to be acting out bougie with us, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just be, if you, hey, I ain't gonna lie, if you got a cold freestyle and it's right, let us hear it. You know what I'm saying? We'll put you on the Day Late Show.
Stay like that. Stay like that.
Hey, y'all got anything else y'all want to add before we get up out of here? All right. So listen, with that being said, you know what time it is. You've been locked and loaded to the hottest podcast on the airwaves. This is the Day Late Show. With 2 of the flies DJs in your ear. I go by YouTube Smooth.
And it's your girl, LT Penny.
Hey, make sure y'all tap in. Again, like and subscribe.